experience that was immersive, experiential, interactive, education, and emotive, anchored on 5 rallying calls. These are home of human origins, home of champions, a frontier of innovation, home of magical experience, and home of unlimited opportunities. To achieve this, Kenya House provided the following platforms. Experience Kenya, the home of human origins, showcasing sports, culture, tourism, trade, and investment. The Kenya Banda Game viewing experience, including Chakula Chetu culinary experience and live music and dance experience. Kenya Media Center with athletes meet and greet opportunities and also medal parties. Side events including an athlete welcome dinner, diaspora night, and a trade and investment forum. Consequently, in a proposal developed by a technical committee reviewed and approved by the steering committee, a sum of Kenya shillings 200 million, Annex 1, was required to cater for establishment of Kenya House, leasing of the space, freight of cultural foods and artifacts, that's also the Turkana Boy, Ushanga, running costs per DMs for all participants' team, set up of the venues as well as the teardown. It was agreed that since each fund has specific items it did not cover as per the regulations, funds will be sought from 2 funds, that is Sports Fund and also Tourism Promotion Fund. The budget utilization was as follows. The total budget was 200 million. The amount spent to date is Kenya shillings 190,927,140. The pending payment is 9,072,680. This is now being a commitment for the event organizers' professional fees. This can be broken down further as follows. The direct costs, the hire of venue, this was done through the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, where an MOU was signed between MFA and also the people on the other side who are leasing out the facility to us. That was 38,818,000. The advanced team travel, tickets costing 690,000, the DSA of 1.9 million, that's a total of 41,421,416. Costs made through the event organizer. So there was the first invoice raised, which was 45,300,000. The second one was 57,130,000. The third was Kenya shillings 36,914,000. The fourth was Kenya shillings 10,340,000, and the fifth was Kenya shillings 8,440,000. A narrative report of the activities is hereby attached as Annex 2, as well as a financial report stating the expenditure Annex 3. So I'd now like to move to queries 2, which was on the clarification on the use of Kenya shillings 55 million during the 2020 Kiswahili Day celebrations. Honorable Chair, the 41st session of the UNESCO General Conference held in the year 2021 adopted Resolution 47/C/61 that recognized the role of Kiswahili language that it plays in promoting cultural diversity, creating awareness, and also fostering a dialogue among civilizations. It also noted the need to promote multilingualism as a core value of the United Nations and an essential factor in a harmonious communication between people, which promotes unity in diversity and also international understanding, tolerance, and dialogue. The resolution proclaimed 7th July of each year as a World Kiswahili Day, which we were very, very happy about as a country. Following the declaration of the UNESCO 17th East Africa Community Sectoral Council for Education, Science and Technology, Culture and Sports adopted 7th July as the day to celebrate Kiswahili. The celebration of this important day is done on rotational basis among the East African partner states. Now, Article 137 of the EAC Treaty provides that Kiswahili shall be promoted and used as a lingua franca of the community. Kiswahili has also been recognized by the African Union. It should be noted that Kenya is the cradle of Kiswahili language and thus has a vital role to ensure that it is promoted. The Constitution of Kenya under Article 7 states that Kiswahili is the national and official language of Kenya. Consequently, this has prompted the development of legal frameworks for the establishment of a national Kiswahili Council in tandem with the East African Community Directive as a partner state, and also establish Kiswahili as a language council. Now, the first East Africa Community Kiswahili Day took place in Zanzibar in the year 2022. The second one took place in Uganda. The Zanzibar one was presided over and graced by His Excellency Dr. Hussein Ali Mwinyi, the President of Zanzibar. The second one was in Uganda, the year 2022, on the 7th of July. And the third one now was in Kenya. So we was requested and suggested through the Ministry of East African Community to host the Kiswahili Day as a country, which we accepted. Now, the 7th day, Kiswahili Day 2024, was held at the Fort Jesus. And for this undertaking, the State Department appointed the Bomas of Kenya as the implementing agency. Honorable Chair, I wish to clarify that the Government of Kenya, through the State Department of Culture, Arts and Heritage, bore the cost of hosting this regional event, with the East African Kiswahili Commission only meeting the costs of travel for delegates from partner states. These partner states are Somalia, Rwanda, Burundi, East Africa states, Uganda, Tanzania, and the likes. Printing of their t-shirts, promotional and publicity materials, costs associated with all the keynote speakers, and costs related to abstract presenters. A report on the meeting has been enclosed. Now, the Bomas of Kenya, which was the implementing agency for this, spent 55 million Kenya shillings, with a table below summarizing the expenditure. These funds we got from Tourism Promotion Fund. And remember, this was also passed in cabinet, and that is how we got the activity going. So the next page, you'll see that Kiswahili Day celebration, 5th to 7th July 2024, was in Mombasa County. And we had hospitality and allowances amounting to 562,700. The build-up of activities, there was a venue for dinner in Sarova White Sands, which was 4.7 million. Second venue, where we had the exhibition and venue setup, that was 20,139,517, the second venue. Then the total of that for now, the build-up of activities was 24,899,517. Now, while Kiswahili Day celebrations, which was 5th to 7th of July, there were DSA allowances, the transport, ticketing, cultural troops, cultural foods, dinner. That is now the total amount, which comes to 17,441,242. There was also publicity and advertisements. These are banners engaging the media and engaging and advertising for the whole event, being the fact that we are hosting it as the first, the third country after Zanzibar and Uganda. So the total of the marketing and promotional items was 12 million. So this totals up to 54 million Kenya shillings. Specific activities. Now, the third query was on specific activities funded during the Marsabit Cultural Festival to the tune of 50 million. Honorable Chair, we wish to state that with regard to 50 million Kenya shillings, the Bomas of Kenya received the funds directly from the Tourism Promotion Fund for the development of Cultural Center in Marsabit County, Annex 5. They have since initiated the procurement. The funding that has been mentioned was not utilized in the planning for an execution of the Marsabit Cultural Festival. Yes, Chair.
I didn't want to interrupt you, but the annexes are the ones we are not seeing unless you advise us accordingly.